What's going on, guys? It's Eric again, back with another video. I'm kind of keeping my voice down here just a little bit. Wife is sleeping upstairs and the mother-in-law is sleeping in the adjacent room here. So I'm just trying to be respectful and kind of keep my voice down here. It is the next day. Today is Monday. What is it? The 16th of December. Almost coming up to being Christmas time. So I hope everyone is having a Merry Christmas. And as you can see, the boxes are kind of right behind me here. Got some wall art up here. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving here as well. But this is not the time to start doing that. It's time to talk about Lions football. And I know I really haven't done a whole lot of Lions football talk on here. But I hope that changes here. Anyway, kind of going on the game yesterday. I'm just going to hit on just a couple of points, hopefully make this a quick video, and then kind of move on. So, I thought Detroit probably played the best that it could have played yesterday against a top-tier AFC team in the Buffalo Bills. Now, people were saying this is probably a possible Super Bowl matchup. I don't think our defense is going to get us there to the Super Bowl, unfortunately, unless people start coming back. And I seen on the ticker this morning when watching the news, and I seen McNeil and Davis have potentially season-ending injuries, which at this point in the season, that's pretty bad. The defense is just decimated. You guys watching the Detroit Lions know that this team has been pretty much decimated, pretty much since, goodness, probably halfway through the year, and we're surprised to even be 12-2 right now, and still fighting to see who's going to be the NFC North champions. By now, it would have been to the point of the Lions probably should have wrapped this up. There's Charlie, you kind of see coming in and out the door here. She's our little miniature schnauzer. And I seen the Dan Campbell press conference where he was kind of blaming himself for not getting the team ready. I don't think that's the case. I think it's pretty much that's the team, the defensive unit that you have. And Charlie's kind of digging through the presents here. Anyway, that's just kind of the defense that you have. It's a hodgepodge kind of defense that we've got. You only have a couple of starters, maybe one or two starters. I think you got Arnold and I think Branch who's back there. Hold on, let me take care of the dog here real quick. Anyway, where was I here? Oh, yeah, Branch that is a starter, and Darnold is a starter, and Jack Campbell is a starter on defense. And then I think everyone else is either second, third string, or practice squad players, or even people that you've signed from other teams. That's your defense, and you're trying to do the best that you can with what you've got. There's a lot of injuries on defense, and today they just didn't pressure Josh Allen much. Josh Allen's able to scramble. He's able to make plays, and having your kind of secondary try to do that 6-7 seconds, Josh Allen's going to pick you apart. It doesn't matter which defense it is. It doesn't matter if it's Kansas City or if it's Detroit or if it's the Ravens or I'm trying to think of some other team that has a good secondary. Hell, even the Vikings. I'll put the Vikings in there since we're kind of fighting with the Vikings to try to see who's going to win the NFC North. You give Josh Allen 7 seconds, 5, 6, 7 seconds, he's going to pick you apart. And then his scramble ability decimated us. I don't know how. I don't have any stats up here, but I'm sure he had probably close to 60 to 70 yards just rushing himself. You can't especially with our decimated defense, you can't let Josh Allen be able to do what we're doing yesterday. That was just not possible. And then McNeil going down and Davis going down didn't help matters much. You're at... I really don't even know really what to do with what to say for the defense. It's not Dan Campbell's fault. It's not Aaron Glenn's fault that all this happened. Injuries happen. It's just that the injury bug has just hit this team, and yet we're still at 12-2, guys. That's the thing. We're still at 12-2. There was some other kind of YouTubers on here, and people that go on Twitter were saying that the people are being bandwagon fans. Well, I'm sure you're probably going to have bandwagon fans at 12-2 that kind of just want to ride the winning wave. But with I guess I don't quite understand why people are kind of jumping off the bandwagon at the halftime. Hell, I even said at halftime, I'm like, I don't know if we're going to be able to come back here with our defense the way it is and how Josh Allen's kind of picking us apart. I think we were down 2 scores at halftime. And going into the third and fourth quarter, we were down by 3. I mean, people were leaving the stadium. I don't blame them. You've seen what you were going to see there at Ford Field. Now, I wasn't able to go to Ford Field. One of my co-workers was there, and she's like, the stadium's half empty going into the third quarter. Well, you kind of knew at that point. You've seen enough where the defense and how Josh Allen was kind of picking us apart. Justifiably, they didn't want to stick around and watch a team lose. I understand that. You want to watch a winning team. You don't. It's maybe a hard pill to swallow for some fans, and that's just what it was. I watched the game at my buddy's house till the end. It's the defense that's the real kicker here, guys, and kind of I hate to say this, but it may keep us from going to the Super Bowl, or possibly if we get to a first round. If we only make the wild card, we don't get the or the division championship, and we don't get a bye to the divisional round. We don't get a home game. Let's put it that way. We don't get a home game. I don't know how this team's going to be. We could be out in the first season. We could be out in the wild card game with the defense that we have. I don't think Aiden Hutchinson's coming back. It's just the way it is, guys. The defense is just decimated, and the offense is trying to make up for it here too. I thought the offense played great, to be honest. I did not like that onside kick where the third quarter there. I know they were trying to spark the team there, but you don't do that. You were within one touchdown right there. You should have kicked the ball off and kind of put the pressure on the Bills a little bit to try to kind of drive right back down the field. Now we don't know how that would have all played out because you did a onside kick and gave them great field position and they went and scored. Now, who's to say that the team wouldn't have ran right down the field and scored anyway, but at least you give them a little bit of a chance, give your defense a little bit of a chance. Now, doing that onside kick to me kind of was told me that Dan didn't really believe in his defense a whole lot there either. But again, you had that decimated defense. You're trying to spark the team. I completely understand what it was, but at the same time, you're kind of sending a message to your team too that says you don't believe in your defense. So I thought that was a piss poor decision by Dan Campbell to do that. But I understand why he did it too. What else is there? I said McNeil's out. I said Davis is out. There's really not much more to say, guys. The defense is what lost us the game there. A hodgepodge defense. Some starters, mostly second and third string guys, and some people off of a different practice squad that you've got from other teams. That's really what it is. And now you got McNeil out and Davis out. What are you going to do? I've kind of sing the praises of everything King here. What's the defense supposed to do? What's Brian Holmes supposed to do now? Is he just going to say, hey, we're just going to kind of ride it and hopefully some people come back? Or does he actually go out and get somebody? I mean, I don't know. I'm not a GM. It's just going to be interesting to kind of see how this all plays out for the Lions. Anyway, guys, I'm kind of done here. That's what it was. Defense not getting pressure on Josh Allen. Josh Allen kind of having a whole bunch of time to just pick us apart. And, one other thing I want to say here, too. On that first drive of the Lions, that was the kicker right there. You have to score on that first drive. You cannot go 3 and out and kick the ball away to the Bills team, which the Bills are a hell of a football team. You cannot do that. I kind of blame Dan Campbell on that, and I blame Ben Johnson on that too. Ben should have kind of maybe sometimes he needs to put his foot down and say, Dan, we can't be doing this. We have to pass the ball, especially with the secondary as it was. A secondary for the Bills was kind of in kind of limbo right there, and that would have been a great time to take advantage of that. There was times the Lions did do that. I don't think they just did it enough. So anyway, guys, go ahead and go down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm probably going to change the name here, not from Erica Lions fan to probably Erica Sports fan, because I want to talk about the Tigers here real quick. They really haven't done anything here, but I'm going to leave that to another video, guys. But anyway, We're what, 10 minutes in? I'm probably not going to edit this video at all. Well, I'll edit it one time, but we're still probably going to be close to 10 minutes here, guys. So, guys, hope you guys have a good day. Deuces. Take care, guys.